Who doesn't love a waterfront property? I think everyone in the world shares the same interest and the same opinion. You want to live close to the sea, close to the water. We are in Maritime City here today, and in this video we're going to showcase why this is probably the most interesting investment in Dubai in recent years, and why you should be definitely putting money in these properties. In real estate, there are three things that are more important than anything else. And that's location, location, location. And Maritime City fits into that profile. We are 15 minutes away from downtown Dubai and the iconic Burj Khalifa. You can actually see the Dubai Islands out here in the distance, together with the Sharia skyline behind me. We got data and all Dubai. The majority of the people actually live in this area. And then Rashid Yachts and Marina by Emaar is out this pier around the whole marina area here. So you got it all, you're closely connected to all the sites of Dubai. The plot itself, it's out on a kind of a half island or a pier. And we're in the beginning of the plot. This is the Anwa Residence, the Anwa building, which is built by Beyond, which is a sister company of Omniyat. And Omniyat are famous for quality, for building some of the most iconic buildings in Dubai, the Dorchester collection on the Palm in Business Bay, and a lot more. And this is the start of a new era for Beyond and Omniyat. So this was the first building that was completed out here, and it's been around here almost for 3 years since we were here the first time. And all the plots around here has actually been sold out to independent developers. So we have Danube's Ocean project out here. We have the Yars Karmasa, I have to double check what his name was. We have the other Omniyat Beyond building here, area next to us. And then Damac has its coral reefs, among others. So we're gonna check out how it looks from the ground floor later on to see a bit more what's happening in this area. The curious part and interesting part with Maritime City is what happens since this was completed. And that's that Omniyat understood that, you know what, this plot is iconic, these views are iconic, people will want to live here, and there are very few plots in Dubai that are waterfronts that's still available, essentially. So they actually went and bought the whole plot furthest out on the pier here, where they're going to create their first ever master community. And this is a big thing, and this is the first for Omniyat as a group, which makes it a very important step for them. And they're going to be building 10 buildings out there. 3 have already been released, fully sold out. We got the O-Rise A and B, and we got, was it Aria A and B, and then now the O-Rise. And the interesting part is price appreciation. Prices are just increasing by the day, and we're going to cover that more in detail later in this video to understand where we are in terms of investments today compared to before and what it might become in the future. But again, location-wise, what's happening, we really see the vision now more and more for every day. So make sure you take your car out here or take the plane here, check out this plot for yourself because it is iconic. I'm telling you that.
So what Beyond is trying to do is they're looking at Emaar and Mira's, now Dubai property. So they look at this master community. Because if you've been to Dubai, you will notice the difference. If you see Creek Harbor, Dubai Hills, compared to UVC, where you have different developers, it's just a total different atmosphere there. Because you get the unified, everything is planned around it, like the parks, the houses, everyone gets good views. Everything is just really much nicer, we will say. And that's what we try to create here, but even better, because this is gonna be in a waterfront community. They're gonna build an oasis on end of the pier. So it's not gonna be on this side. So cool, because they're gonna build, I think it was like 30,000 trees. They're gonna have a pool out in the water. They're also gonna have a surf pool, which is looks really cool. They have a zip line there. Yeah, it looks amazing on the picture. It just looks so green. So it's like an oasis on the waterfront. The other thing that is really good with this Beyond is that they're gonna have a payment plan which is 50-50. So if you compare that to Emaar, they have 80-20. So imagine having 50-50 payment plan in a waterfront community. And as Jacob said, there's not that many waterfront here. So this is one of the last ones. So imagine to be able to get this if you don't have that cash now, but you still can get this waterfront community for 2028. It's just unbelievable.
As an investor, it's important that you understand the value of waterfront communities and what price points is reasonable or not. So to compare a little bit with other success stories here in Dubai, Blue Waters Island being one, which was launched or handed over in 2018 and since then has had an insane price appreciation of between 200 to 300%. Make sure you check out our videos from there and our tours from the apartments and townhouses there. It's absolutely amazing community. Today, the price point to buy out there is between 5,000 and 6,000 per square feet. Beachfront, which is a more recent release by Emaar, you would find the price point being around 3.5 to 5, well, up to 5,000, but 4,500 dirhams for property right there, and it's not all completed yet. Dubai Islands is very much in its infancy of development, and today the price point there is around 2.5 to 3,000 dirhams. The difference there is that for one reason, you have of course the flight paths over Dubai Islands, which is a big talking point, will probably slow down when they move the airport down to Al Maktoum, the new airport in the south, but still that's 6-7 years away. And also driving out to Dubai Islands, you will have to pass the first island, which is shared by many developers. So until you get to Nakhil's projects, Bay Residence and whatnot, you actually have to pass by other communities that might not be as luxurious as your investment. Port de la Mer is also priced pretty high still. You will be able to find things for around 3,500 dirhams. Maritime City, when this was launched, this building, it was priced at around 1,600 dirham per square feet. Rashid Yachts and Marina, the first seascapes building, was priced at 1,200 dirhams, even as low, the first launches. Today, it's priced at around 2.5 to 3,000 dirhams. The properties around this part of the pier. If you go out to the most recent launches by Omniyat, it's actually going up to even 3.5, 4,000, depending on what project. And when they release and announce the Dorchester collection, we should see prices go up to 8,000 or 10,000 if you compare to what they're costing today on Palm Jumeirah, for instance, the Dorchester or the one out there. So that will tell you a little bit about the possibilities here. And the difference is, again, as Malin pointed out, it's a master community, which is not the same as having waterfronts on Dubai Islands, for instance. And it is also created the whole project by Omniyat, which is infamous for luxury, for quality, for not failing, right? So there's a lot of advantages, and the city is just growing. The waterfront is not growing. So that will tell you something about the potential and possibilities for your investment here.
But it's also going to be schools, shopping malls.
All that stuff will happen here as well.
Parks.
Again, two master communities, Omniyat out here, Emaar, that we know is always qualities, master community down there. They're going to have actually the longest swimmable pool over there. That's going to point towards Burj Khalifa. So this will become more of a tourist destination as well as, you know, this area develops. And you will still have the cruise terminal here, taking in thousands and thousands of guests every single day. So what we foresee that, you know, the old marina, you know, scrap that. This is gonna be a new iconic marina vibe here, like a Miami vibe here with this high rises, direct waterfront access, and all that luxurious bling bling Dubai lifestyle that, you know, you come here for.
I don't know if you understand how big this plot is. It's huge. You can't even see the start of it, but from the start to Danube's last building, there's going to be different developers the whole way. After that, it'll be beyond the Omniyat's oasis, the forest there. That's going to be really cool in the end of that pier. We're really curious. We've been trying to figure out what's going to be on the other side. It's going to be skyscraper the whole way here, the whole coast here. But on the other side, we don't know yet. It's the old harbor. So they have been saying that might be villas, but we're not sure. The only thing that's confirmed that the Damac got a really cool plot there, which is like an end of it, gonna have an amazing sunset and also the water view over there.